Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of Uncut Gems with Slim. I am your host, Slim Reshae, and today we are covering a very important topic. First and foremost, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to Uncut Gems with Slim on YouTube because we got some great things in store for you guys. We are coming up on our 1-year anniversary, and once we surpass that, guys, we are switching to seasonal episodes. So it's going to be a super cool rollout where you have like seasons. It's going to be about 10 episodes per season, and they'll hit on very important topics and different things that you guys are interested in getting gems on, whether that be life gems, educational gems, or content creation gems. So just drop in the comments what you guys are interested in seeing and hearing on the podcast, any guests that you're interested in. I'm super excited to get some more guests on here as well. So make sure you drop all that information below and keep an eye out for the announcement date for our first official season. Next, make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Why? Because we are dropping educational content. So for any of our creators out there, influencers, if you want to get into this world, I'm sharing all the tips and tricks that I have coming soon on Uncut Gems with Slim, the YouTube channel. That'll include things like how I edit my Instagram photos, how I've gotten to the point that where I am today, and all those kind of things. So with that being said, we're going to jump in today's topic, and today's topic is something that is so very important and a topic that, you know, a lot of people don't grasp quick enough. And so I'm here to be the sign to let you know that you need to start practicing this. And what that is the fact that no is a complete sentence. So y'all, in the past like month and a half, I've been having to really put this policy into action because, you know, a lot of times when people ask you to do something or ask you to come somewhere and all these things like that, if your answer is yes, they don't ask you, well, why you want to come, or, you know, why do you want that? They don't ask you none of that. If you say yes, it's a done deal. They're like, okay, boom, I'm expecting you to pull up. But if you say no, it's like, oh, well, why you can't come, and why you don't want this, and why you don't want to do that? No is a complete sentence, just like yes. And you need to leave it at that, okay? And I feel like we've gotten so accustomed, because no is an abrasive response, we've gotten accustomed to try and cushion our no with elaborations and excuses and, you know, just giving people all this extra information that is unnecessary to try to make them feel better about your no. No is no, and that's on period. And with that being said, there's a reason why no being a complete sentence is very important, because we have to put our foot down sometimes. We can't just keep, you know, letting people sway us from our no and kind of try and change our opinion because they don't like the fact that the answer is no. Because when you start doing that and you start swaying on your stance, that's when we begin to lose order. If you never tell a child no, like, you're gonna lose order and they're gonna just run amok and do whatever they want to do as a child, even though the child might not know what's best for them. So when you're telling them no, when you're looking out for their best interests at heart, sometimes you have to put your foot down in order to maintain that order and that structure and stability. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I don't have kids, but my mama told me no when I was younger, and it made all the difference. So and with that being said, you know, if you continue to give people inches and inches and inches, you gonna get so far that you can't come back. And so, like, you'll start enabling people to take advantage of your kindness, and they'll kind of start overextending their accessibility to you. So that's like, if you ever felt like you were a yes man or a yes woman, and you just kind of always say yes, and then you put your foot down one time and you say no, and people look at you like you boo-boo the fool, you start to wonder why. And that's because you've enabled these people to get accustomed to your yes. And yes, your yes is very important. Yes, it is. But your no is equally as important. So use this as a sign. If, you've been trying to, cater to other people, but at the end of the day, it's best for the answer to be no. Put your foot down, sis. Put your foot down, bro. Say no, okay? That comes to when you need rest and people asking you to go out and you have a fear of missing out. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to tell them why. And a lot of times, like I said, we utter a explanation for our no's without it being summoned sometimes, because we're so accustomed to people wanting to know, well, why can't you? So I think we should stand firm in our no. No is no, and that's what we mean. And it's all about your tone and delivery. So, I'm not saying just go out here and be like, no. But you can go out, and if the answer is no, just politely say, no, I can't come. I'm unavailable. No. You don't even gotta say I'm unavailable. No explanation, none of that, just no. And I feel like even though no is abrasive, it's all about your tone. If you deliver it all nasty and be like all that, then you're gonna get a different response. But if you just say no and keep it pushing, it is what it is. So hopefully that information has been helpful to you guys, especially people who have people around them who tend to kind of use them or feel like they're being pushed over because they're taking advantage of your yes. Just know that your no is as equally as important as your yes. So stand firm in it, and leave it at that. It's a complete sentence, and that's on period. And with that being said, again, make sure y'all subscribe and everything like that. I love you guys so very much. Can't wait to see you next week, our last full episode before we hit 1 year of Uncut Gems with Slim, the podcast. So shout out to you guys for sticking with me. I love you so much. I appreciate you guys. I have a brand new whiff of energy because of your support, and I really appreciate it. So I love you guys so very much, and until next week. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe to the podcast, and feel free to connect with me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Slim Reshae. That's SlimReshae. Links will be listed in the show notes, and until next time, love yourself and be beautiful. When you need to find your purpose,